Now, across our lifetime, each one of us will eat a staggering 18,304 sandwiches.
That is extraordinary, isn't it?
That's crazy. If that isn't enough to celebrate British Sandwich Week, then don't know what is.
So we asked Big John Rowe to step into the kitchen and give the humble sandwich the attention it deserves. Over 18,000 in our lifetime, Sarnies.
Isn't that amazing?
It's insane.
But, I mean, there are amazing things out there, sandwiches, because they just encompass everything. And I always think that, actually, you can judge a great food by whether it belongs in a sandwich or not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Does it fit in a sandwich?
Totally agree. It used to be my mantra at university. Can I make it into a sandwich?
And
Always, yes. Everything.
Yes,
Noodles,
for
a lot.
sure. Well, before we crack on with your sandwich, John, the votes have been counted and verified.
Are we doing that
We're
right now?
We're doing it right now.
Ooh, hold on, steady.
Did you? OK, I'm going a bit more gravitas with my tone. Yes, it's finally time to reveal the sandwich you have chosen as the nation's favourite.
You had 5 classics to choose from. Let's remind ourselves what they were. The BLT.
Chicken salad.
Tuna mayo.
Cheese and pickle.
Egg and cress.
And the nation's favourite sandwich, as voted for by you, the This Morning viewer, is...
The BLT.
Wow.
1,797 votes for the BLT, just ahead of cheese and pickle, with 1,692.
Very close, though.
Just ahead of egg and cress. There was a surge from the egg and cress in the end there, 1,600. The chicken salad, a little bit boring, although only two votes below tuna mayo.
I blame Giles and Camilla for egg and cress. Right. John, what are you doing?
Here, for you, mate.
Is that my coronation chicken? Yeah!
There you are.
Well
Would you be offended if I start
John.
eating this now, John? Is there any sandwiches in Finals Week on MasterChef? Have you ever done sandwiches in MasterChef?
We do sandwiches, and we do it for a reason, yeah. And there's the whole thing about, with MasterChef, I think the whole thing was to actually, you take a sandwich, because it's such a clever thing. For me, a piece of bread, sliced tomato, salt and pepper, butter is enough, really, for a sandwich. However, I like to sort of take it a little bit further with this one. So we're going to go a little bit further, and I try and be inspired by a culture. Now, interesting, you talk about pickles. They help you digest things.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, but
So it's really important in a sandwich. So things like gherkins and chilies and things that are sharp and sour and all that sort of stuff. So that's why I've got 2 different types of sandwich I'm going to do. I'm going to do a steak sandwich with a fried egg and some cheese across the top of it.
Come on.
So I've sealed off some steaks and doing those. But first I'm going to do this chicken sandwich. Chicken, and all the recipes are on the app. Chicken thighs marinated with yoghurt and lemon juice first, a little bit of salt and some oregano, and you get the flavour of that lovely kebab that you want, right?
Delish.
Some bread. Now, this is all about shop board. This is about being really clever and saying, right, got lots of people coming around, having a barbecue, what's the best way to do it? Some eggplant dip out of a tub.
Yeah.
Some hummus out of a tub.
Delish.
And some tzatziki out of a tub. And then, basically, what you do is you use those as your spreads. So you take the idea of that...
So you don't need butter?
You don't need any butter, no. So you do something like, say, tzatziki on sort of one side, and you just sort of smear that around.
I don't fancy the chances of my shirt this morning after that.
I think it'll be all right, because...
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I think that what happens is you do them in such a way there's a bit of filling in there, but there's not too much. So you give it space,
A bit, but not too much.
Well, just a little bit, because the thing is with a sandwich is you want to be able to go right to the edges. If it's one thing that frustrates me a little bit about the whole... Can you pass me that slice of cheese, please, Ben? I love sliced cheese.
Yes.
Me too.
I also like melted cheese, and the best way to melt cheese is to put it on your steak while it's cooking.
I even like blue cheese on steak as well.
This
is delicious.
And this is the whole idea, is now what you do is put your own personality on it. So we'll take that idea like that, and then with things like tomatoes, when you make a sandwich, you've got to be careful, again, that it holds together. Because if it doesn't hold together, then it all falls out on you. So a little bit of hummus goes on, and then to that, once you've done that, but again, it's not very much, because it's going to squeeze it together.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Then you add your tomatoes.
Sliced up.
Wedge them on.
So they go on and they hold together, which is quite nice.
Yep.
Again, now we've got to try and think about lettuce, the next one. Aubergine, not the most sort of normal thing to be in a sandwich, but what we've done is got everybody to eat cucumber, aubergine, lettuce, tomatoes, and when you put your lettuce on the sandwich, sounds weird, turn it over.
So it holds a bit
So
more?
it holds into its spot. So that
So
way...
like cupping
because if we go that way, it's going to fall out.
Yeah, it is, look.
So
See, you've
do
got
that.
to cup it.
You've got to cup it.
You've got to cup it. You like a bit of cupping, don't you?
Yes, well, look, I mean, obviously it's going to work if it holds it all together. You're going another layer of sauce.
A little bit of sauce.
He's got no fear.
You know why?
John Terode.
Glue. It's got to glue together, because otherwise your sandwich doesn't actually hold together. So you do that,
Yeah.
and then you take a lovely little skewer,
Yeah.
you put a pickle in it.
Was that a pickle or was that chilli?
That's a chilli, but they're not very hot. And then you skewer it together.
What do you think? Too hot?
Now,
Too
what-
hot or OK?
No, that's good. That's the
Good.
right sort of heat for me.
But you know the easiest way to find out if a chilli's hot or not?
Why? How?
You bite the end off. Just the end, just the tiny bit, that tip there.
Yeah.
If you bite that end off, it will tell you how
I
hot
prefer
it is.
you testing it.
That's
Or I
good.
you could just have a Ben Shepherd in your kitchen.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that, having Ben Shepherd in your kitchen all the time?
Just cause havoc.
Now, what I think the other thing...
Got a fair bit of heat.
Has it? OK, so what we're going to do now is, because these are quite big, you cut those in half, but they are held together, and there's your first one.
And you've used a properly sharp knife to get through that, because our knives aren't quite that sharp, so you're going to force it.
And if you want to, you can pull it apart if you like. If you just want to take a bit of chicken out, that's fine with me. But you got yourself a nice one. Right. Steak sandwich, our egg. A nice crispy egg around the outside. Steak's cooked quite nicely. How you doing there? You right? Here we go.
That chicken is delicious. The layers of the sauce, John, are fabulous.
It's amazing, isn't it? But that, if you think you can buy all that sort of stuff in a tub now... Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Right, so what have you... So you put the egg on top of the steak, and then what are you going to do with that,
Egg on top of the
John?
steak now. Take this now. I'm going to take myself a bit of focaccia. I'm just going to grab some pickles.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab some these. I've got a hash brown. If you pass me a hash brown, please.
Of course I can.
That'd be really good.
Yes, chef.
Thanks very much. Take the hash brown, squash it in. Take some pickles across the top. Take a steak.
Oh,
put
my
steak across the
goodness.
top of that. Put that in there, like that, which is done. Take that, squeeze it together. Let the egg yolk go into it. That's fine. Turn it over.
Oh.
Steak sandwich.
Can you see the dripping egg?
There you go, like that. I'm not expecting you to eat it, but this is the most important thing to serve it with.
What?
Gravy.
What?
I thought he was going to say beans for a second.
We need a plate.
No
Gravy.
beans. No, never. I don't like beans. The idea of eating cold beans out of a tin. I mean, he doesn't like a drippy sandwich. I don't like cold beans. You take that, right?
We need a plate. Here,
Yeah.
go. Use this.
If you take that and you just dip that there like this. Right? You're not going to eat it. Don't worry about it.
It's chaos.
Look, there.
Wild
take that
and
corn.
crazy,
Go on,
delicious.
take it. Imagine it's like
I'm
a
going to eat. Don't worry,
I'm
John.
going to
eating.
definitely
It's like a canapé.
go.
There you go.
What do you do with the gravy?
Dip it in it.
Oh, dip it.
Dip it, mate.
Dip it.
Dip it, mate.
There you go.
What? It's finals week on MasterChef.
Yes.
It's finals week of MasterChef tonight. We're off to Singapore. The big finals on Wednesday. We're at Gavroche with the amateurs.
Oh, wow.
It's been an amazing series so far. Thank you very much. MasterChef, 8 o'clock every single night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. BBC One.
Can't wait.
you, John. Oh, hello. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.